Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. News, views on the news. Another message to preach and teach. And oh, wow. This is not going to make the simps and the black women angry at the Democrats, but it should. This is not going to make all the people that voted for them angry at the people that's actually causing this shutdown, but it should. And the reason why it's not is because the people that voted for the Democrats that are at least Afro people do not have the ability when it comes to politics to think critically or logically or think at all. They don't think. They vote for the Democrats because they're Democrats. They vote for the black woman because she's a black woman. And, well, after all, a lot of these people that's voting for these people that's destroying them worship the people that they vote for. They literally worship the black woman. They literally worship the Democrats and stuff like that, even though every single policy that was against us as a community was put in place by Democrats. Now, am I saying going out and vote for Republicans? Nope. I'm saying that no Afro people should be a part of any party. Period. If you ask me. All right, and for the record, people have asked me. So I'm giving my little two-piece. All right, so what's really going on? All right, y'all see the title. Let's get into it. But first, let me greet everybody. Havorden hardugu dag, ola oi to the bang, vasis los, bonjour mes amis, kerebawani konnichiwa, ni hao ni ama, sani bonani, jambo habargani, assalamu alaikum, and shalom. All right, so I'll have the Detroit News Press in there, because here's the thing. Y'all are fools if you voted for these fools. And they're going to take you as fools because they know that even though they have demonstrated as a party to be the most egregious, harmful thing to the Afro community as a whole. And if you want to say racist, see, y'all put that tag on Trump because the media told you to. I kept asking people. I understand one brother, he don't like Trump because he personally met him and, he don't like him, right? Okay, I could get with that. But as collectively, just because somebody's smiling in your face and shaking your hand don't mean they for you. But that is lost on a bunch of these people that voted for these Democrats. The people that's been the most racist to black people as far as policies, that put in every racist policy that have harmed black people, it came by way of the Democrats. So, if they could do all that and you still vote for them, well, does it matter that they tip up champagne glasses on the beach in Puerto Rico? It's crafty how they did that too. See, y'all understand what happened. What had happened was they say, well, there was a disaster in Puerto Rico, and we could use that as a vacation spot. Go down there while our voters, the people that voted for us, suffer. Wait a minute, and we don't have to worry about them suffering because them fools allowed us, the Democrats, to shut down the Democrats did this on purpose as a political thing against Trump. First thing they did, and this is how you know. This is how you know. They shut the government down. Trump can't shut the government down. You idiots. Only the House of Representatives can shut the government down. You idiots. Only the House can shut the government down. Now, the Senate can stop the government too. All right. But the House, the leaders in the House can shut the government down because they control the purses. All right. All the president can do is keep it shut down. All right. The House can shut the government down. They could, to force a president to sign something. If he don't do what they want to do, they can just refuse to open the government back up. All right. Now, that's how that works. The House shuts the government down. The president can keep it shut down by not signing things and stuff. It's another ploy. It's another tool that the House has. All right. It's like filibusters in the filibusters, cloture in the Senate, how to override a filibuster. That's what you got all these tools in, but we as Afro people don't study all of that. All right. So that's partially what's going on. Now, let me take a break real quick and say, let's get them thumbs up to donate to this channel, what it does in the community. My PayPal link will be in the description box. Like, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, click that bell. And I'm thinking about new other areas because, I don't know, it might be nice to go down and take something to Puerto Rico. As a vacation, I want to visit the DR and see what's going on there. And, so kind of spread what I do in more places, but I need to learn Spanish. All right. So to do all that, if you want to help, donate, but donate to the channel. But remember, take care of your home and self first. You always be a good steward over your house and yourself before you donate any money to anybody. All right. So let's break this down. Some of you might not have money to donate anyway. See, I understand. All right. And this is why you might not have money to to donate. Understand this. All right. The Democrats, they're not even trying. And yes, this is coming by way of false. Yeah. Well, that's not far from the truth, but this is coming by way of Fox. But understand it, even though it's coming by way of Fox, understand this. Even though Fox is reporting, these are actual tweets. Here's the thing. So, one of the things that happened was the Democrats started the shutdown, and they decided, and they planned this because as soon as Nancy Pelosi got elected, this was a plan, and she said, we're not going to do anything, and we're going to force his hand. We're going to shut the government down because Trump is going to get the blame for it. And she's right the whole time because Trump gets the blame for everything. Why? Because the Democrats control almost every last part of the media with the exception of Fox. All right, so they have cover. And they can get CNN, MSNBC, and all the rags, if you hear the term, it's newspapers, to blame Trump. And people are so gullible and stupid that they won't even look into anything, right? So, here's a tweet from Nancy Pelosi, right? Americans are losing paychecks. The health and safety of countless are more in jeopardy. All this guy wants is funding for the wall, and they decided, oh, we're going to strong arm you. They decide they're going to strong arm a Teamster guy. Yep, they got that right one. They're going to strong arm a Teamster guy that has been slandered in the media the minute he was the president. So he has nothing to lose. He understands that if you blame me for everything, why should I give an inch on anything that I want? Because y'all want me out of here anyway. All these unfair investigations that you're putting on me to try to find something, you haven't found nothing in 2 years, all this money you've spent. So this is the mentality of a dude that, okay, yeah, he don't have nothing to lose, right? The Democrats, they're like, well, the people that voted for us are Democrats, i.e. stupid. This is how the Democrats think. They're stupid. because they voted for us. So we can do anything we want because people that vote for Democrats and join a party is stupid. How do you know they feel like this? One, the Democrats at the House Democrats have passed the Senate GOP funding bills, but they haven't held a single vote in this Congress to reopen the government. In other words, they didn't even bother to have a vote whether they should reopen the government and negotiate with Trump. Hold on. How would they need to vote to reopen the government? Because it's the Democrats or whoever's controlling the House that can shut down the government. Whoever controls the House has the power to shut down or reopen the government. Let me say that again for all you people that are not understanding. Whoever controls the House has the power to either open up the government or shut it down. The House of Representatives and its leadership are the only ones that have the power to shut down the government. Period. The president cannot shut down the government. The president can get the blame for shutting down the government, but only the House can shut down the government. The difference between when Republicans did it and versus now the Democrats are doing it is the Republicans took a hit because the Republicans and the independents who vote for Republicans are more thinking people. The people that vote for the Democrats are feeling people. They vote because they feel like the Democrats do stuff for them, even though the evidence supports that everything that the Democrats have done has been destructive. All right? So as I say this and give y'all a little lesson on how the government runs in the U.S., that only whoever's running the House of Representatives can shut down the government. Let's see how many people listen to that. Listen to the Fox story.
Democrats are defending their trip to Puerto Rico as the president puts them on blast for, quote, living it up during the shutdown.
And Senator Bob Menendez not impressed with this photo of himself on the beach because it's making the rounds. Rob Schmidt making the rounds live for us in San Juan as the shutdown showdown enters day 25. Good morning, Rob.
Oh, and keep this in mind. February, no HUD. February, no HUD. Oh, y'all voted for the Democrats. And remember, the Democrats could have negotiated at any time. But they figured that the longer it was going to be shut down, the more blame Trump was going to get. But the Trump is like this. You've been blaming me for everything. Oh, the same reason black men, the Afro men, are starting to leave the black woman alone. Because they've been blaming us for everything. The good men that's been taken care of home, that's been taken to jail, that's been murdered. Oh, yeah. A army wife murdered her husband. And then then it's crazy. Army wife murdered her husband. The father of the husband opens up a GoFundMe for information to his murder. Come to find out it was her. And she's still tweeting everybody looking for sympathy on Facebook. But anyway, let's take a look at this. This is how wicked these people are. But, you know, their feelings. So, what does he have to lose? They blame him for everything. And us brothers, that's why we need to leave. What do we have to lose? We get blamed for everything anyway, even though we've been good all our lives.
Hey guys, yeah, this story picked up a lot of steam yesterday. The president actually weighed in, giving his opinion about this winter retreat to beautiful Puerto Rico in January, where more than 30 Democrats, their families, and more than 100 lobbyists all came down here for the long weekend here in San Juan.
And this is how you know it's a vacation. 109 lobbyists joined them. These are people that give the Democrats money to set you up. All right, but here's the key thing. Their families are here too. It's a family vacation on your money. So they're using your tax money, your HUD money, your Section 8 money, right? They're using your Section 8 money to go to Puerto Rico. And understand this. There's no skin off of Trump's back, because you wouldn't even let him meet with Afro people to try to solve issues in the Afro community. You wouldn't let him meet with black people to solve issues in the black community. Well, nobody's your friend now, and nobody should be.
Listen in.
A lot of the Democrats were in Puerto Rico celebrating something. I don't know, maybe they're celebrating the shutdown. The Democrats have to do something. We need their votes, otherwise we can't solve it. Without their votes, they now control the House. Let's see if they can lead.
Now, to be fair, this was not billed as any kind of a celebration. There were plenty of meetings, hours of meetings every day for this group of Democrats. It was put on by a Democratic Political Action Committee, though, to
All right, now here's the thing. I don't care what you call it. It was put on by a political action community. Their families are there. And they're tipping champagne and enjoying the beaches, and their families are on your dime. Oh, yeah, they're celebrating. All right, they're celebrating. As soon as the Democrats got in, the first thing they did was shut down the government, because they said, we're not going to negotiate at all with this guy. Oh, well.
lobby for more money for this struggling island territory of the United States, riddled with debt after the hurricane in 2017. They've had a tough time. But also, you can see there's a lot of leisure time, and it is lobbying at the end of the day during a partial government shutdown. And, of course, the picture of Bob Menendez, Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey, on the beach. We actually caught up with the senator yesterday. He didn't want to talk to us.
Hours and hours and hours of meetings. You told one thing for an hour. Well, no, I mean, I want to be fair. I want to be fair. I just want to ask you what you're neither fair nor balanced. So thank you.
And we do want to be fair, and we have been telling the story. I mean, like I said, they've had hours of meetings every day. They've been doing that part of it, but I think under the impression a lot of people have of a government shutdown, being down here sitting on the beach, I think bothered a lot of people. We talked to New York Congressman Jerry Nadler about that. He was more than happy to give his perspective and to share why he still came on this retreat.
The fact that President Trump is deliberately shutting down the government, if our president...
Let me stop him right there. President Trump cannot literally shut down the government. This makes Congressman Gerald Nader a liar. President Trump cannot shut down the government. Only the leaders in the House of Representatives can shut down the government. Whoever the leader is in the House of Representatives can shut down the government. The president cannot shut down the government. That statement right there makes this guy a liar, liar, pants on fire, if we're going to do that thing.
In Washington over the weekend could change that. We go back in a second. But in fact, we're doing...
And no, they was. No, they wouldn't. They're lying again. They never had a vote yet. So he's lying again. Remember, the first thing is they never had a vote. The other thing is the first thing they did when Nancy Pelosi took over, she shut down the government. She single-handedly shut down the government and put out the narrative to blame Trump, because the Democrats count on the public being ignorant fools that don't know how government works. And guess what? They're right.
Necessary work here is to inform what we do when we get back in terms of how we deal with this part of the crisis.
And again, this group of Democrats, they had, I think, 6 hours of meetings on Sunday. They had meetings all day on Monday before their flight. But again, it's a lobbying trip. They got to bring their families. It's a private charter jet. It's a fancy hotel and free food. Doesn't look good during a partial government shutdown when a lot of people that make a lot less money aren't even getting paychecks. But that's the story here from San Juan, guys. We'll send it back to you.
Rob, like you said, you interviewed Jerry Nadler. He took the time to talk with you, explain his side of the story. Menendez just walking away and kind of being snippy with you. You tried, you know?
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
Understand that. Everything, chartered jets and everything, they living it up off of your stupidity if you voted for a Democrat without knowledge of the party. Which that's most people that vote for Democrats. All right? So y'all put a bunch of these people and gave this woman power, and, well, you get what you get. All right, let's continue. The Detroit has a problem with it, right? And so this is the thing. More than 30 Democrats in Congress, their families, breathed off to a beach resort in Puerto Rico. So they goes to a beach resort for a junket meeting with lobbyists. All right. They're not walking past the TSA officers. All right. They flew on a private jet chartered by Bold Pack, the political arm of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. All right? The Congressional Hispanic Caucus. You know, the people that don't want that wall built. All right? The people that want to come over here and take your jobs. And they should, because you're stupid enough to let them. All right? And we're not talking about the people that do it legally. We're talking about y'all letting anybody come over, just walk across and take your McDonald's, Burger King job. I know this for a fact because I know a lot of people at McDonald's and Burger King was losing their jobs to people that couldn't speak English. Dang, how bad is that? When you can almost speak English and you're losing to people that can't speak English at all because the managers are also Hispanic. And they stick together more than any community run by the black woman. Well, that's the price you pay for having a community run by the black woman instead of by men who know how to collaborate and stick together. We're individualists, but we play well together as a team that has a purpose, even if we don't like each other. You see it all the time in basketball. All right? They were at a $425 a night resort. 129 lobbyists from the large K Street firms, from corporations including Facebook, RJ Reynolds, Microsoft, and unions. What unions? This would be the police union, the teacher unions. I told you the police that shoot everybody is Democrat. The FBI that spy on everybody is Democrat. y'all ain't catching it. Yeah, the National Education Association. You know, the people that want to teach the children that there is no gender so that they could grow up confused, dazed, and confused. All right? So this is what's going on. And many of them were photographed sunbathing on the beach. Understand this. This is what they really went down. They had all these fake meetings with the lobbyists, but nothing to do with the government. All of that to do with money. In the meantime,
that were not renewed by the end of December. And every month another 500 come due. So there are landlords now who completely walk away from the federally subsidized programs from those vulnerable tenants and save them decent housing. So how is scrambling? They're going to find some money, purpose some money to pay some of those. Who are they not paying? Well, the mission-driven non-for-profits who house our elderly low-income tenants are not going to be paid by HUD. They say they can't forbid, one boiler goes out in these buildings. Because these buildings in the winter, we know what it's like now, because these buildings would not have funds to keep the buildings warm. There are 3,000 elderly households in New York State who are currently faced with this. And as I said, that was as of yesterday, because each day more and more contracts come due and are not being renewed. If this shutdown continues, what will be phased? Well, as of February, we have enough money, and that means that the buildings with contracts that are signed will stop being paid.
Oh, goodness.
That also means that the millions of Section 8 voucher tenants in this country, which is about 120,000 households in New York State, will no longer have their landlords paid.
In other words, they're getting evicted. Why? Because you voted for a Democratic lady that said, I'm going to put a hit job on this guy that no Democrats like anyway. Remember, y'all call him racist. Y'all wouldn't let Afro people meet with him, and then wonder why he don't like the community. Who likes a community that blames you for everything when you're trying to help them? Oh, again, that's why the black men, the Afro men that have funds and money are leaving you alone. That's why you can't come live with us when you get evicted. That's why people like me that would have picked up the slack a little bit, as much as I could, that could have kept a few more people in their houses. Oh, I can't do that anymore. Black women shut down the channel that was making the most money, which was doing that, putting people back in the school that had holes, that was taking care of people's light bills, rent, and stuff. Oh, I can't do that anymore. Nor will I ever do it anymore, because black women showed me that they don't want me to make any money to do anything because they don't like me telling the truth. Even though I was still telling the truth and not on their job, I had a heart for people, and I was like, maybe God don't want me to help those people at all. Why? Because the first thing they do is they try to shut down my ability to help them in the first place. Oops. So nobody's going to be picking up the slack.
Which puts all of them at risk of being evicted this soon. My clients have not agreed for their homes to be held hostage for some vanity project of President Trump's. My client.
Now, understand this. She says her clients, right? And now, look at what she does. She blames Trump again, right? But who shuts down the government? It's the House of Representatives. Who decided that they were going to do this because they're going to put all them people out there to give him the blame? The House of Representatives. All right, I want y'all to understand this. Now, again, who runs the House of Representatives? Currently a woman named Nancy Pelosi. How many of y'all ever tried to negotiate with a woman with logic and stuff? A lot of them don't care about other people. They care about their power. They care about how they got where they got. They care about their prestige. All right. And in this current day and age, they care about bullying men using poor people or the people that they're supposed to represent as capital. But y'all voted for them. And for that reason, they get to just wine and dine on the beaches of Puerto Rico and make it look like it don't even look like they're down there for government business. They're down there for money. All right. And so y'all are saying, well, y'all don't want Trump to get any money to build a wall. Yeah, all your finances and HUD and Section 8 is about to hit that wall too. Good luck, simps and BAWs.